Hello and welcome to the ScatterVolt channel, and today I'd like to welcome you to the 4th ever episode of Super Smash Builds, the show where we go over real builds by real people. Today we're going to be discussing the top submissions from the month of July as voted on by you guys from the ScatterVolt Discord server. These 5 submissions I'm going to be going over in detail, the specs, the stories, the performance, all the really cool pictures, so you guys can get an idea of each of these submissions and what got placed in what ranks and who got the #1 spot and a chance to win my RX Vega 56 graphics card from my own computer with the signature on the backplate. Oh yeah, and the first place winner also got a really cool rank on the ScatterVolt Discord server. So yes, if you would like to participate in this really cool series and show off your rig, then join the ScatterVolt Discord server and go ahead and follow the instructions for submitting your Super Smash builds. For the month of August, we are currently closed in terms of submission, but we are opening up really soon for the month of September, so definitely join the server, and I believe we're going to be accepting submissions for that next month. But definitely tune in. It's a really cool server-wide event that we do all the time, so definitely pitch in if you feel like you have a worthy computer. And like I said, if you get first place, you'll win a really cool rank on the ScatterVolt Discord server, and you'll have a 1 in 12 chance of winning my RX Vega 56 graphics card. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into this video. So at number 5, we have Crimson by Jeff in the Box, and I can already tell this is gonna be a really cool black and red computer, but let's quickly look over the specs. This guy's rocking an i7 4th gen processor, a Z97 motherboard, a deep cool 240mm CPU cooler, 16GB of G-Skill DDR3 RAM, a 1TB hard drive. He also, for the video card, has an EVGA GTX 980 Ti, an NZXT S340 Elite case, and an EVGA 750W power supply. And you know what, let's read a little bit of the description, and probably Malik can pull up some photos and show you guys some of the different features of this computer. So this is the second computer that I've put together, and I'm super happy with how everything turned out. He got an MSI Z97 motherboard with an i7 4th gen processor with 16GB of RAM for $250, really good deal. Then you got a 980 Ti hybrid card for $380 from a guy on Facebook. Okay, I mean, I could see that. I mean, graphics cards were maybe a little bit more expensive when you got that i7. And then went ahead and got the NZXT S340 case, the Deep Cool Captain CPU cooler, and the EVGA power supply off of Newegg. Anyways though, something interesting to note is that you actually made the desk yourself, which you made out of pallets. And that's really cool because if you look at the photos here, I could totally, I mean, that desk looks like, I mean, it's not an average manufactured desk. That looks like real wood. How did you make that? So let's see, so what you did is that you broke them all down, sanded all the wood, and then you burnt the wood and then stained it. Okay, interesting. Anyways, I'm gonna look at some of the photos Jeff in the Box provided, and I love the black and red color scheme of this computer. I feel like it goes really well considering you call the computer Crimson. But I think, like you said, the most interesting part of this computer is not even the computer, it's the desk, even though I'm looking at those internals and wow, they look spectacular, especially that CPU block from the Deep Cool CPU cooler. And of course you got all the RAM populated on that motherboard. And man, everything ties really well together because you have that liquid cooled CPU and a liquid cooled GPU. I mean, everything fits pretty nice. Whoa, how'd you get 5th place? You have a very clean looking system. You even went as far as to clean the underside of your desk so that there's no overhanging cables. That's a really nice clean black and red build. And there is your proof that you went ahead and show that this is your computer. And you got a score of 12,953. Not bad, not bad. Which, by the way, for all of you watching this video, if you do want to submit your computer to Super Smash Builds, you need to have a screenshot of your computer and your Discord username in the submission, or else I won't know if that computer you're putting in the submission isn't really yours. All right, at 4th we have Meh 2.1 by Vibe. And let's see. I was already looking through some of the photos, but for calling a computer meh with that score, I'm kind of surprised we call this computer meh. Anyways, let's look at the specs, see why he called this computer meh, which you have an 8th gen i7 processor, a Fractal Design CPU cooler, a Z370 motherboard, G-Skill Trident Z series RAM, then you have an ADATA Premier SSD, and then you have 2 M.2 drives, a 1080 Ti, a Fractal Design Define R6, And then a Seasonic Focus 1000 watt power supply. More stuff for $2,700. Holy cow. Let's read through a little bit of your description. So I present to you the Meh 2.1 build. So this PC was just a dream a couple months ago. I started building it from scratch. So you originally had a 970 with an i5 6400, and then you upgraded that to a 1080 Founders Edition, which you bought used. And then after that, you upgraded to a 5820K, and you unfortunately found that the motherboards for those were a bit bad and kind of expensive. Interesting, since it's an X99. So then you sold the 5820K, got yourself a 6700K. Okay, so you went up to an i7 that's overclockable. And then after that's when the mining craze began, so you sold your 1080, and then you found a 1080 Ti Armor. Interesting, so you went from a 1080 to 1080 Ti just from selling your old 1080 during the mining craze. Interesting. Anyways, you went ahead and water cooled that bad boy, or no, air cooled that with a custom cooler from Rogentech, that being the Morpheus 2. And then since then, you went ahead and moved up to that 8th gen i7. Goodness gracious. And then you delitted it and overclocked it to 5.1 at 1.4 volts. Holy cow. Vibe, you have an extremely overkill system. Wow. And let's look at some of those photos. There's your insane score. Here are some of your photos. Very clean interior. I like what you did with the cables. You made sure the braiding was consistent and didn't have any, like, you know, cables that went off somewhere. And there's your delitted CPU cooler. That looks like an earlier version of your build with the 1080. I would have liked to seen a few more photos that were better quality, but I mean, honestly, the way you present your build though is still definitely admirable. Everything is very clean. I like the looks of it, and it's stupid overpowered, especially with that really good score that you got. And there is your proof that this is your build to Super Smash Build. So congrats on the number 4 spot. Now let's look at number 3, my pride and joy by It's Flacco. I can already see some of the photos. That looks like a really cool system, but let's quickly look at the parts. You've got a 6700K, an H100i, an MSI Z170 motherboard, Corsair Vengeance LPX RAM, a Samsung 850 EVO SSD, a 1TB Seagate Barracuda hard drive, a GTX 1080, a Thermaltake Core P3 Snow Edition ATX mid tower. Interesting. And then a Thermaltake Smart Pro 650 watt power supply, all for under $1,000. Not bad. All right, this is my second gaming PC I've ever built. After owning my first budget PC for about a year, I felt like it was time to really get into it and, you know, get into a PC that you've really wanted. So like a really overkill one, I'm assuming. So you sold your old PC for a good deal and used that money to buy most of these parts. So interesting. Here are the deals that you made. So you got an i7 6700K for $200 new in the box. Okay, not bad. And then the RAM you got for 120 new in the box. Well, that's 16 gigs. So for being DDR4, it's actually pretty good considering your RAM prices. A 1080 you got for 400 slightly used. Not bad. 60 for the case slightly used. 60 for the case. Wow, okay. And then you got the hard drive and all that, blah, blah, blah. But your favorite deal was the motherboard, because you bought a motherboard on Lego for 60 bucks. However, it had bent pins, so you went back to the seller and he refunded you. But then you got to keep the motherboard because you didn't want it back, but you still found out that there was still a warranty on the motherboard. So you went ahead and sent the motherboard to MSI, repaired it for you, and got basically a free motherboard. That is very smart. You know what? That's actually really interesting. I wonder how many people realize like the warranties on their products and how you can say sell a DOA product for really cheap, but not see that it's under a year old and it can be used for warranty. That's actually pretty smart. Very good choice on your part. And your build is looking spectacular. This is one of the first kind of open air builds I've seen on Super Smash builds. But the first thing that stands out to me is the really awesome LED color coordination between that really cool GeForce GTX logo and that CPU cooler. I really like the white and light blue LED color scheme in this computer. Wow, I just wish you can maybe provide some photos with more light so you can see all the internals more clearly, like, you know, all the different stuff on the motherboard. But I mean, these photos themselves already are pretty fantastic. I mean, this is definitely a very unique build and you did a very clean job. And there's your score of 15,000. Anyways, thank you for submitting to Super Smash Builds, and let's move on to number 2. Alright, returning again for I think the third or second time, we have Doc Dizzle with his new build. I believe this is Doc Dizzle's either second or third time submitting to Super Smash Builds. I think his first submission was in the first episode of Super Smash Builds, so there's that. But anyways, let's look at the parts of your new computer. You have an i5-8600K, an NZXT Kraken X52, an MSI Z370 motherboard, 16GB of Corsair Vengeance RAM, a 960 EVO M.2 drive, two 1TB SanDisk Ultra SSDs, oh my gosh, another M.2 drive, a 1070 Ti, an H400i, and then an EVGA Supernova G2. Holy cow. Definitely putting up a lot of money, but I assume you probably just bought everything. Anyways, it looks like your old system was an i7-2600K and a Radeon 6950, so you needed a new system upgrade. Well, from the looks of it, you definitely upgraded to the highest degree. Anyways, one thing when you notice when you're building this computer is that you didn't choose any 3.5-inch hard drives because there were no 3.5-inch bays in this computer, of course. So you just said screw it and went all out with SSDs, including M.2 drives, which was a waste of money, but you learned from your mistake. Interesting, because you definitely are certainly loaded up on all that flash storage. That is going to be crazy quick. And I hope that some of those are in RAID 0, so you can just be like super snappy. Anyways, here's some of the photos you provided, and I like the looks, especially the interior of this computer. The backplate on that MSI 1070 Ti combined with the blue glow of that NZXT CPU cooler along with the RAM and the blue and black color scheme of that NZXT case look phenomenal. Yeah, most definitely. And you got a score of 14,360. Not that bad. I mean, you've got a 1070 Ti, which is definitely an interesting card, but thank you for resubmitting to Super Smash Builds, and definitely props to you on the really cool looking interior of this computer. Maybe my only criticism is that you could have braided out the cables better, because you can see there on the graphics card, those two 3-pin and 4-pin power connectors are kind of splurging out in different directions. If you could somehow get them in the same way, closer to where you would funnel them into the case, that look a little bit cleaner, but I'm just being super nitpicky. Anyways, last up, and this is by far the best submission we've had on Super Smash Builds to date, 100% guaranteed, is White Box by Solaroid. Now the pictures themselves look incredibly stunning, but before we do that, let's really quickly look at the specs. He's got an i5-7600K, an EVGA CLC CPU cooler, a B250i motherboard, 16GB of Corsair Vengeance LPX RAM, two Samsung 850 EVO SSDs, a GTX 1060, a Thermaltake suppressor F1, and an EVGA B3 power supply. And this is actually the least overkill build in the system, and it won number 1. Let's see why. So I'm gonna have Melly throw up some photos as I'm going through the text here, because I mean, this is simply a stunning build and it needs as much screen time on this episode as possible. In his words, this is my white box. It's actually gone under a few different iterations in its short 1-year lifetime. I built this for college work and to play games, of course. I've never owned a computer of my own, but I've always enjoyed playing computer games. Now that I have been making money, I decided I can build myself a computer. Budget of around $800. After everything, it ended up to about $850. The idea. As an artist, I really wanted to focus on the look of this computer, so I made sure to allocate money towards aesthetics, while getting every part I could on sale, which ended up being every part. And also that sounds extremely challenging as well. I wanted to play modern games at 60 frames per second with high settings, and I really wanted it to be quiet. Additionally, I wanted it to be small because I would be bringing it to and from college during breaks and such. Of course, that's a very overlooked thing by many PC gamers who go to college, because they bring their huge desktops and then they're too lazy to bring them back, which I know who some of those people are, and yeah. Smart thinking on your part. Anyways, you got many good deals because you originally started with a 480, eventually upgraded to a 1060 6GB card. You bought a few things off of Jet.com with that discount, including that i5 Thermaltake case and motherboard for a good price. Anyways though, as soon as you got all the parts for your first revision of the build, you went ahead and got straight to building, and most importantly straight to modding. So it looks like you went ahead and painted the case white, which was black originally. And you did this because you thought the motherboard was ugly. and it's red and black lines going across the board. So you just wanted to make sure that everything was clean and white. That's interesting. I really love the way you approach this build. Check that out. He built this entire system from YouTube, from looking up help videos, which just goes to show you don't need a specific build tutorial video for every single build that, say, me or another YouTuber decides to do. Those general how to build a PC build videos will be enough to build your systems, just like what Solaroid did here with this fantastic system. Anyway, you see you spent 6 hours on cable management, and you'll soon see why in the photos. And then likewise, you upgraded from the RX 480 to a 1060, which from the mining craze, you sold your 480 for 300 and got that 1060. Very smart. And then you did some more modifications, including modding some of the side panels and changing the orientation of the case. And I mean, that's a lot of text, but I want to go ahead and go through the photos with you guys individually, and stellar system. That I have no words for these photos. They are crazy. I mean, wow. That's like a wallpaper right there. It's built in photos like these that really got me into building computers and kind of like computer hardware. Like Solaroid, what you did is like a dream build to me, because not only did you get the performance and the looks for a cheap budget price, but you made sure that everything fit together, which is absolutely crucial if you're going for aesthetics and looks. But I mean, everything fits perfectly, even all the way down to the GTX 1060 EVGA logo being the same as the same EVGA logo used in the CPU cooler. And that is extreme attention to detail, including your massive cable management, as we'll soon see in a little bit. But oh my god, yeah, right there. Just incredible looking system, insanely clean. I am at the utmost jealous of what you did, Solaroid. If you want to come over and like show off this build on my channel, you are 100% welcome to. This is 100% deserving of the #1 spot on this episode. Incredible job, Solaroid. And even though you got the lowest score in superposition benchmark, that doesn't mean you didn't have the best computer. This is by far one of the most impressive computers I've seen, period. So yet again, Solaroid, thank you so much for submitting your fantastic computer to Super Smash Builds, and congrats on winning first place. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Super Smash Builds. Like I said, if you want to submit your computer to Super Smash Builds, be sure to do that on the ScatterVolt Discord server, and be sure to read all the rules, because if you skip any of them, then you won't be able to submit. Anyways, as always, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and all that, and this is the ScatterVolt channel, signing out.